We are now being joined by Chairman of RN Capitals, Mohandas Pai. Sir, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. My first question to you is, what really do you make of this announcement?
Look, Donald Trump has been very clear what he wants to do. He wants to be paid a tariff for the privilege of exporting to the US, and he wants to open up your market free of tariff for American goods. That's what is done to Japan. That's what is done to Indonesia. He's done that to Europe now and to everybody else. He doesn't care for anybody. He wants to do what he wants to do for his country. He doesn't care for anybody. He will not listen to anybody. That's what he wants to do. We have been trying to negotiate, draw red lines, and he has shown he doesn't care. So he has said from first you pay 25%. As for the penalty will be on the oil that we're importing from Russia, because his move to bring peace to Ukraine and Russia has failed. So he's trying to squeeze Russia again and saying, I'll impose 500% penalty, 100% penalty, whatever it is. So that is the warning he's giving. So India has to negotiate with him and make the best of a bad deal. I'll be prepared to pay the tariff.
Now, Trump has often gone back on these declarations, calling them a trade truce. Do you think something like that is going to happen this time around?
Well, I think we got one more day, right? He said from 1st August. We can wait till tomorrow. But what does India have to show? Yes, he has changed his views because people have come and negotiated. We are told that India has negotiated, he's come to an impasse, we've gone to him, we want to have a baby deal now, we'll do a larger deal later. He's finished deals with Japan, he's finished deals with Europe. So I think we just have to look at what he wants and see what best you can do and get along with it and take the consequences and hit on the chin if you want to fight. Because we can't allow dumping of wheat and rice. It's going to hurt our farmers. So we got to draw a red line somewhere. And what are the consequences? That is it. Trump has no friends in the world. He doesn't make anybody a friend. He doesn't care about anybody, any rule, any international norm, nothing. He believes he is the law. And he's saying, you want to trade with America? These are the terms. Take it or leave it, right? Yes, he's gone back. He's gone back on many things because he said, I'll charge a higher tariff, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this. And he's settled for a lower tariff. It seems to be a bargaining and a negotiating tool. And he has done that, and he goes on changing, creating confusion. But it's very clear what he wants. He wants you to pay tariff for the privilege of selling to the US, and he wants you to open up all your market free of tariff, and he wants you to invest in the US to create more jobs for the US and to buy US goods. And it's very clear, if you have a deficit with me, this is what is going to happen. Even if you have, US has got a surplus in the country, he doesn't care, right? That's what it is. So he has announced it. There's no suspense. We know what he wants. We have to go sit down with him and negotiate. We can't keep pushing it. And if you push it, we start paying 25%. And then later, maybe it'll be reduced to 15%, like it's done for Japan and for Europe. That's the best hope anybody has got. He's not going to listen to anybody.
So, coming down to brass tacks, how much is it going to hurt India?
Well, it's hurt India. I think our exports are $86 billion. And effective tariff may be 20%, $16 billion. That means those who export, unless there's some waiver of certain things like gems and jewelry where the value added is very small, people have to absorb the margin and take a hit on their profits if they want to sell to the US. Otherwise, they stop selling to the US, maybe sell to UK. Because we got a trade deal done with the UK. We should have a trade deal done with Europe before Europe also puts up its price, and make sure that these are the two great countries, great markets where we do. We went and made a silly deal with ASEAN, where we are the losers. So I think we have a deal with the Middle East. We should make a deal with Europe and see how to close it to the best of our ability. We got a good deal with the UK and try to make the best deal with the US.
Now, how do you see this is going to impact the entire effort that has been put in by Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal? He has been engaging in long-term talks. A lot of effort has been put in these trade engagements with the United States. Would you see this as a setback?
I don't know whether I'll call it a setback. Maybe Piyush Goyal read it wrong. Because remember, the negotiating team of the US said, well, we have tried our best, this is what it is, and it's gone to President Trump. He will decide. In the US, President Trump decides everything for his team. State officials don't decide. Right? So I think Minister Piyush Goyal made a statement. Now he is hoping that President Trump will be reasonable. President Trump is not reasonable. He's very clear in the mind. He doesn't care for anybody. He has no friends on this matter. The only friends he has are those who pay the tariff, invest in the US, come and promise 300 billion, 400 billion, 500 billion, 1 trillion, whatever big numbers are there to satisfy his constituency. That's what he cares. He's very transaction oriented. And the world is realizing that. So we've got to make the best of a bad deal, whatever it is. There's no other thing. He's not going to back off in a big way.
Right. Now, Trump is clearly prioritizing his political interests. But what do you make of domestic politics in India? Because opposition is also prioritizing its interests. And this issue has given them clear ammunition to gun for the center. What do you make of it when the opposition says that this announcement clearly shows a complete failure of Modi's foreign policy?
It's not a diplomatic failure. He's doing it to everybody. There's no diplomatic failure. There is no special terms for India. Yes, Prime Minister Modi is on friendly terms with President Trump. He's on friendly terms with everybody. He claims credit. He doesn't care. For him, personal relationship and country relationship are two different things. That is it. And quite the right thing. It's quite the right thing, right? He's looking after his country. We have to look after our country. They're a bigger country, bigger market. We need them more than they need us. What is it we have that they need desperately? In goods. I don't see anything they have. Yes, we have 45% generic medicine there. In case they put high-tariff generic medicine, we have to pass it on. There we got an advantage. In many things, we don't have an advantage. So we have to see how best to weather this and how best to make the most of it and get it to work.
Right now, sir, a lot of things are just in the realm of speculations. Do you think there could be a chance that this tariff grandstanding had anything to do with the categorical stand that was taken by Indian government against, Trump's claims of facilitating the ceasefire between India and Pakistan?
No, nothing like that, nothing like that. See, the Trump doesn't care whether you believe he started the ceasefire or not. What Trump possibly means is that his government persuaded or told Pakistan, make peace or we are going to cut you off. Pakistan is already shaking in its feet because of the Indian assault on Pakistan and the destruction of the air bases. They were already shaking. They didn't know what to do. They ran crying to Trump, and Trump told them, go make a deal. Right? When many people told India, what do you want to end? India said very clearly, our objective to hit the terrorists, we are done. Pakistan tried to retaliate. We destroyed their air bases, showed them what we are. We have no interest in continuing the war. Our objective was to hit the terror bases. We did. We showed them what we will do. And that is it. If they ask us to stop, we will stop. That is it. India was very clear in his mind. All this in the Congress is trying to create confusion and talk all kind of stuff. But India has been very clear. That's the strategy of India. That's got nothing to do with India. It's all got to do with Trump wanting the Nobel Peace Prize. So for him, there will be one more feather to say, oh, I spoke and made sure that there was peace. Yes, he must have spoken to Pakistan and pushed them to say the US will not support them anyway. They're doomed. They're going to get hit. And he would push them and Pakistan will cave into the US. Pakistan is like a puppy dog to the US, right? They will do whatever the US wants. So I don't think that, the Congress, anybody should read too much into try to play politics because nobody will believe them. They must understand President Trump will say and do what he wants. He doesn't care a damn for anybody.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Pai, for joining us with your inputs on that story. We've got 48 hours to go for those tariffs to come into play unless India can negotiate a better deal. We shift our focus right now.